And you've worked with other people from Jacksonville, like your Ashley Greenshoot. Who else from Jacksonville have you worked with?
Well, it's funny. Jordan Fink works for me now, and we grew up together there. And all of my assistants have been from Jacksonville.
Jordan's out there. Tell him I said hello, by the way.
Jordan is outside right now, doing something crazy. I don't know if you can hear him in the background, but yeah, he's here.
Man, it's probably been 10 years since I've seen him. Since last
time it was we brought Red Velvet Cake to Boomtown. That was the last time he saw you. We talked about it yesterday.
Well, dude, man, is there anything I'm missing? I mean,
it's amazing. It's amazing. I think you've covered most of it. I'm impressed. You know a lot.
Well, I mean, and there's probably, I mean, we could go on for hours because you work like a goddamn communist. So, any like last words or anything you think?
Do you know one of the things that's in all of my books that I've written? By the way, I've just finished my 6th one now.
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, Woody's Barbecue.
Yeah, no, there's an endorsement.
I take the sauce with me to places here. I get it mailed out to me. How funny is that?
That's hilarious.
People, I say no, literally, like Ashley does the same thing. Ashley Green does the same thing. Like we would hang out a bunch back in the day. I mean, obviously now everybody's so busy and whatever, but we would always get together and barbecue our own Woodies here. So funny.
So that's what you take from Jacksonville is the Woodies?
I take the Woodies. No, I mean I love Jacksonville. I think it's an amazing place, and like it's so funny. I worked with Fred Durst on a project recently, and we got on the phone, and I was like, oh, by the way, I'm from Jacksonville, and he was like, what? I was like, yeah, I lived on South Side and Beach, and he was like, holy. He was just like, wow. He had no idea. He knew of me, like, from a completely different way. Had no idea that I was even from there. So it's funny.
I'm hunting down, like, people from Jacksonville that have made it, and it's like the one thing that they have in common is that none of them own up to it, right? So, like, Aaron Staten, Connie Fletcher, even Kirby McClure. And it seems like the city produces a lot of really talented people. I was wondering, how often do you run into them? I mean, there's Ashley and Fred Durst. Anybody else?
I mean, that's really all. I think that's really, it's really all I can think of is those two. I mean, I'm sure there's more, but those are the only two that I really have, dealings with. But everyone that is from there, like Fred and Ashley, it's an immediate thing. Like when you find out somebody's from Jacksonville, you're like, oh man. You know what I mean? Oh, did you go here? Did you go here? Do you know about this? You know this? Oh, you know that person. It's so funny because when I did the project with Fred, my Aunt Wendy, who was visiting me, knew him from high school. Like they went to high school together. So it's literally like that small of a town.
Yeah. Well, and Fred Durst used to hang out at my place in 5 Points at Fusion when he was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
All those kids. Do you ever run into Ryan Key?
Man, I have not seen him in forever. Oh, wait, yes, I did see him. Yeah, I did. I saw him. He showed up at my house one day randomly for a party.